And we're back, and back from a long holiday, and was the weather crazy or what? It was just insane.
Oh, it was awful. Yes.
So I feel like going places, and Susan Davis is going to take us there to faraway places, kind of.
Yes. Yes. It's an international adventure.
Yeah, she is with the adult program, and she's a specialist there with the Indianapolis Public Library in downtown Indy, and she's here to talk about the cultural exchange, the One Book, Two Cities initiative with Cologne, Germany.
Yes, thank you so much for having me back to talk about this venture with Cologne, Germany.
I love this, because
Yes.
it's like we can go to faraway places, but we don't have to pay for airfare.
Exactly.
I have to deal with crappy hotels.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, you can just sit in your armchair and be transported off to Vienna.
Okay, so take us away, Susan. Tell us about this program and how people can get involved.
Sure. We have already begun the program where we have spent the last month handing out free copies of the book Vienna by Eva Menasse. And we have also 150 copies in our circulation, so people can check out the book as well. And we are now promoting the fact that people can read the book and then go to some of our programs related to the book.
Okay. Okay, now take us back a little bit, because I know you were here before. This has been an ongoing exhibit.
It has been, yes.
Okay.
We started this summer with pairing with our sister city committee with Cologne, Germany. We are celebrating our 25-year anniversary of being their sister city.
Okay.
And we did an exhibit with them, as well as a lot of different cultural programs with music and food and dance. And so now what we're doing is we're capping this all off with a exchange of ideas and reading with Cologne, Germany.
Okay.
We're inviting the Indianapolis patrons to read the same book at the same time that the Cologne patrons are reading.
Ah, get out.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Now tell us about this book.
Sure.
Vienna, and why this book?
That is a great question. Vienna is a book that was chosen because of its connections with Cologne, Germany. In November, Eva Menasse, the author of the book, was awarded the Heinrich Böll Award for her literary efforts and as a German writer. And so we thought that that was a great connection because it is a very similar award to the Kurt Vonnegut Award that we give at the Indianapolis Public Library to our McFadden lectures every spring.
Okay.
So that is how we came about to choose the book.
Okay. So what's the book about? It takes us on an adventure?
It does. It's a multi-generational saga of a family that begins with the Nazi invasion into Austria.
Oh, wow.
And then the book follows a couple generations of this family as they reconnect over the years through family stories and finding each other after the war.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a great gem. It's a wonderful read about family and the importance of family history and
I know
family
Sound of
roots.
Music comes in my head.
Right,
too.
exactly.
Yeah,
We get in Austria, yeah. A lot of European connections to it. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so they're reading this at the same time.
They are.
Okay. And how many there? Their library, how does that, the
Their
actual exchange
library
work?
is also promoting the book the similar way that we are. They have a lot of book discussions right now. They are offering the book to patrons to read and discuss the book. And so they are doing similar to what we are with book hosting all these different programs.
Now, do you challenge them in Cologne, Germany, who are reading this book, to read something like, you know, the history of the Indianapolis 500? Do you have that kind of exchange where they know what's going on in Indy and they understand what's going on here?
A little bit. What we've been doing lately is participating in a blog together. And so there's an international blog happening right now where the people in Cologne, Germany are posting different facts about what they're doing while they're discussing the book. And just little tidbits about what's happening in Cologne, Germany as well. And they're commenting on things that are happening in Indianapolis. They knew about our bad weather. They commented about the snowstorm, and so we hope that they hoped that we would fare through okay. And
that's so cool.
Yeah, so it's great. And so we're just having this great exchange of ideas, and as people read it, they can talk about the book with people in Cologne, Germany as well, and they can talk to us in Indianapolis how we feel about it.
Okay. Now, how can people here participate in this? You've got people already involved. can they go online? Do they need to call you? And because I'm thinking somebody out there is listening going, well, that is so cool.
Yeah, they can stop by any of our local branches and they can pick up a free copy of the book while supplies last.
So you just give this away?
We have given away over 1,000 copies already.
Okay.
So yeah, we gave the book away. But like I said, if you're having trouble finding a free copy, we also have it in our circulation. People can pick it up. And then we also are inviting patrons to participate in some of our programs that are happening.
Okay.
And they can go on our website at www.indypl.org to find out what programs are happening. But but
you're going to tell me a little bit about them right now.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
We have these nice brochures printed up that talk all about the different programs. So if people would rather stop in at their local library to pick up a brochure, we have several book discussions happening around town. They all are led by trained facilitators to talk about the book, and people can talk about their experience of what they felt when they were reading it. And then we decided to focus on the family theme of the book, the idea of how important it is to have family roots and to share family stories. And so our other programs focus on that. We have a program with the Indiana Writers Center that will be leading people to kind of call out this idea of what good family stories are and how to turn that into a great family memoir. So it's a writing workshop about family memoirs.
Okay,
Yeah.
very cool. Okay.
Yeah, and then we're also doing 2 other programs which are really great because they focus on genealogy. The Sanborn maps can be an important genealogical tool, and we're showing people how they can use that.
And Sanborn maps? I'm not familiar with
them. They are digitized maps. IUPUI is one of the carriers of these maps. People can go onto their website or go to IUPUI and learn a little bit more about the Sanborn digital maps. And they can use that map to trace back families where they lived or kind of find interesting information about what the town was like, 100 years ago, if they were studying their family roots.
So it's kind of like our own Ancestry.com.
Exactly.
Kind of
Yeah.
Hoosier style.
Exactly. Yes.
I had never heard of that before.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So we have a couple of those programs happening if people are interested to learn more about that.
Okay. Well, I really love the fact that you're taking us far away, yet we're close to home.
Exactly.
It's very cool. So how long does it take you to plan for something like this? Because this has been going on for some time.
This has been going on for some time. The stages of planning the One Book, Two Cities was a couple months. It took a few months to decide what book we were going to read. We wanted to make sure we picked a book that was accessible to both people here in America as well as people in Cologne, Germany. So we were able to find a book that was printed in both German and English. And so that
I was going to say about
that was the challenge, was to find a book that we could find that was both printed in both languages. And then we wanted to make sure it was a book that had a connection. So it took a little bit of time to look through a couple different options, but we felt like this was a great connection to Germany and to into what we wanted to do. And then it took a couple more months just to plan out the different programs that we wanted to relate to it. And
And you have an event?
We have a wonderful event happening. We actually had to reschedule it due to the weather. We are hosting from the Genealogy Roadshow, Joshua Taylor. He will be here this April to talk a little bit more about family history and looking at genealogy and how to use different tools. And
so he's an expert on that, and he will show us how to trace our family tree?
Yeah, he's going to talk a little bit about how to do it and why it's important, and a little bit a lecture about the importance of family roots.
Because I think everybody wants to do that.
I think so.
But you don't know how, like, where do we start?
Exactly. Yeah, I think a lot of people are intimidated by how to really begin, but hopefully they can come to the library and learn a little bit more about how to get started.
Okay. Now, where can we go? I know you have the flyer here, and of course we can't give those through the TV, right? So
no, we can't, unfortunately.
Where can they get that, and hours of the library and that kind of thing?
Sure. You can stop in any of our local branches to pick up the flyer. Central Library is open 7 days a week, and we have these here at Central Library downtown, but all of our other branches as well. You can pick up the flyer and find out a little bit more about the dates and times of all our scheduled programs.
Okay, it sounds good to me. Well, I appreciate you coming in.
Yes, thank you so much.
And taking us to Germany, Cologne, Germany, and just I've had a wonderful time.
Oh, great, me too.
On this
yes.
imaginary tour that
Yes.
we're having. And you come back and let us know about future programs?
Yes, I will, definitely.
Okay, sounds good to me. Susan Davis, Adult Program Specialist with the Indianapolis Public Library. Thanks so much for joining us here on Inside Indy. I'm your host, Kelly Vaughn. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.